Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And this collab is with somebody who I've admired for the last year, a girl called Dyna. She's here on YouTube and she's actually one of my favourite YouTubers. She, like me, loves a good bargain, and the collab that we're doing today is a eBay Beauty Bargains top 10. And I approached her because it is my month of collabs this month, and I approached her because I really wanted to show you all of mine, do it in collaboration with her, and see if we've got any products that are the same and see where they kind of come. Anyway, on the bed behind me, you can't see it, I have actually put my top 10 eBay Beauty Bargains, some of which you may have seen, some of which you may not have, and some of which that are so out there. So I really want to tell you the good and the bad and just get through that. Anyway, if you don't know who Dyna is, I will link her channel down below. I'll also pop a little picture somewhere around here. I'm just getting used to putting things together, like videos and putting pictures in and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll see a little thumbnail at some point, either coming up in front of you or here over here in the picture. So we'll see. Anyway, I will start with my number 10. My number 10 is this. It doesn't look like much. It's actually filthy as well. There was a sticker on it, and it's, you know, when the sticker goes funny. Anyway, this is one of 4, I think, or one of 3 metal tins that I have. And I decided that instead of buying a magnetic customizable palette, I would buy this and some magnets and then stick all my shadows in. Okay, so it didn't quite work out. So what I bought was this, and I bought this magnet here, and I hadn't realised that it wasn't sticky, but it does actually attach to this. So what I did was cut a hole in it, used one of my old mirrors from an old palette and popped it in there. So I now have a mirror in here, which is actually quite cool. And then I bought some sticky tape, magnetic tape, which I then put on some of the shadows that I wanted to keep. These are actually Avon shadows, these ones here, and these are the Freedom ones because they're actually quite big pans, and I really like them. I think they're the most beautiful shadows, and I really didn't want to lose them in my drawers of never-ending makeup. So I decided to take them all out, pop the magnet on the back. So I depotted them, popped the magnet on the back, and then put them into this palette. So this is my number 10. The magnet strips cost me something like £1. These were something like £1 for 3. It was honestly ridiculously cheap. So if you're I probably would customize this if I was talented enough to do so. But if you didn't have money for a palette, invest in maybe one of these metal trays and some sticky sellotape magnet, and it works really well. That's my number 10. In number 8 are these. I bought a number of these little tiny pots, and they're great for distributing the packet samples into. This particular one had a serum in it, and I hate it when you open a packet and then you have to try and, I like to use my samples, and I always think that there's loads more in the sample than you actually realise. So these hold 5 ml worth of fluid, and they're just the little lids and the little pots. I've got quite a few of these. They're brilliant for travelling as well. If you ever want to depot anything small into one of these, they're excellent. Or even if you wanted to give your friends something to try, like I used to depot some of my face creams if they wanted to try it, and I used to fill one of these up. They're also really good if you wanted to make your own lip balm. So I think these are great, and I think I paid something like £3.50 for 50 of these, maybe even less. And I got these off eBay, gosh, about 2 years ago, but these have been my little saviours. I've got a drawer with them in, and I think they're absolutely brilliant. If you haven't discovered any little pots, I'm also going to maybe try and make my own liquid lipsticks. I watched somebody on YouTube do it, and I really want to try and do it, so I'll be buying the empty lip gloss packs as well. In number 8 is this, and I've seen this lots of times on eBay. This is a concealer palette, and it has corrector concealers here, and it then has an array of different concealer colours. What's great about this is that you could effectively contour with this and bronze and highlight. They're very creamy. That's the darkest one. Well, one of the darker ones. You could, they're so creamy and they're so pigmented. And I think this was like 99p for this. There's, how many is there? 15 different shades in here. I've basically used all the green up, more or less. It was really good as a correcting concealer. And there's the violet, which I haven't used yet, but I do use this, as you can see. This yellow one's really good for under the eyes, and they've got a couple of salmon ones. I think this is a really, really good concealer palette, and it's very small and very sleek and really worth the money because it wasn't very expensive at all. If I can find where I bought these from, I'll link them down below for you so that you've got a reference. If I can't find the sellers, I'll try and find something similar and link that down below. Oh, I'm covered in crap now. In number 7, 10, 9, 8, yeah, 7 is this. And this is a brush egg. And they actually now sell these on Makeup Revolution. It's basically, I bought this ages ago, and it's a brush cleaner, and you hold it on your fingers like this. You add a little bit of your detergent or whatever it is that you're using. I use Dr. Bonner's magic soap. Pop it in there, rub your brushes on it, and then swirl it off. And it's really good for getting right into the bristles. And it's excellent as well. It doesn't really get very dirty or anything, so it's quite a good little, neat little thing. And I think this cost me £3 at the time. And I went through a UK seller, but they do, because I wanted it quite quickly. But they do have, they are cheaper from China if you do want to, if you don't mind waiting. With a lot of these things, if you're ordering from China, they take like weeks and weeks. But if you don't mind waiting, it's quite nice because if you order quite a lot at the same time, little things come in dribs and drabs, so you get little parcels throughout your week, which is quite nice. Next up, it's a collective thing, and it's Korean cosmetics and Japanese cosmetics and what's basically East Asia, that sort of thing. And I have here, it's just the packaging alone is amazing, but actually the products are really good. Their skincare is particularly good. This is a snail gel. It's a brightening gel, and the problem is I hate snails, so I'm not entirely sure why I bought something that actually looks like a snail. It reminds me of one of those, do you remember those Jeepers Keepers? No, Sleepers Keepers? What were they called? It's a Keepers, I think they were called, and they had a little lock and key on, and this reminds me of it so much. Anyway, so you open it up, and it's actually a pot inside, and inside this is basically a mixture of snail secretion and other things. But mainly snail secretion, and I have used it a few times. Doesn't break me out. I don't notice any difference. The problem I have is I just can't get over the fact that there's snail secretion in there, and it looks a bit like it, and I just can't get it out of my mind, and I freak myself out when I use it. If I can just get past it, I'll just get it on my face, but usually I can't. So this is really, but it's really good, and it's meant to be very, very good for your skin. So I will try and continue to use it. I just can't get past it at the moment. The other things I've bought, just for packaging alone and for quality, this Etude House little cookie blusher. I love this. Just stunning. It's got a little like powder puff. It's a beautiful peachy toned blush. Great for the summer. I really love this. Actually, it works really well with the puff. It's just beautiful. Really smooth. Very smooth, and it's just lovely. One of my favourite products, and I love it. And then I also bought, just show you, I love the packaging, so I've kept them in the packaging. The Cat's Wink lip gloss and the Etoinette Crystal Shine lips from Etude House. Etude House is one of their more popular brands, and I really like Etude House. Their lip and eye remover, makeup remover is amazing. So this is the lipstick. It's so Instagrammable, it's unbelievable. And it's this lovely baby pink shade. It comes off a lot brighter actually, which is quite nice. Really pretty, nice lipstick. Haven't really used much yet because I just love the packaging so much. It's just adorable. Just look at that. Oh, love it. And then the Cat's Wink is a very bold pink. It looks like this with a little cat on the top. Just look at that. So cute. Doe Foot applicator. Very, very pigmented. For a gloss, it's more like a liquid lipstick, but it is really nice. Very smooth. It reminds me of the butter glosses from... doesn't smell like it though. From NYX. Really, really lovely. Really pigmented and a winner for me. I love anything that I've got from Korea and stuff. I love all of those. So that was 10987, I think. Was that number 7? Yes, I think. Let me just check. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No, 3. Okay, I seem to have gone off the... I thought I counted this right. Yeah, no, this was 6, wasn't it? Because we did 10, 9, 8, yeah, 7. This is 6. This was number 6. This is number 5. In 5th place are these individual brushes. I bought these L&Y brushes from Australia, and they're really lovely, fluffy, soft blending brushes. They're amazing. They are rather big, but they work really, really well. I always keep them clean because I always use them for blending and nothing else. I don't put any shadow from the pot on, but I use that. Amazing. This sort of very flat kabuki brush, which I use for foundation, really good for blending, very, very soft. And then all of these were less than £1. This might have been just £1.19 actually, but they're all with free postage. And then this is the sort of toothbrush style, very, very soft domed. Really good for blending in any sort of cream product. So I love these. They're really good. I'm very impressed with these. This looks like there's hairs coming out, but they don't fall out actually. I thought they would, but they don't. And I love these. So would highly recommend those. In 4th place is another collective, and it's lipsticks. It's lip products. Now they are not lip products, so I've bought it's lip products where I've bought them and they're 99p each, and I've bought quite a few. So let me just show you the ones I've bought. So I have 6 of these ones. They look a bit like Topshop ones actually, but they're not. They are Heng Fang lipsticks, so that's the brand. Quite like Heng Fang lip products. So this is the brand. I've got 6 there. My favourite one, I think, which one is it now? I think it's possibly this one, number 167. Let me just swatch it for you. Really pigmented, really creamy. I did a lip swatch video. That's so lovely. Really like these lipsticks. I don't go for the... I've been tempted by the products that are fake, but not only is that bad, it's wrong, you shouldn't do it, but they don't have the ingredients. These have the ingredients on them, and because of that, I do tend to go for the ones that are non-branded or non-fakes, because I feel like maybe I'm getting something a bit better. So these are the 6 ones from Heng Fang. I love those. They're so nice as well to look at. Really good summery colours. And then I have I've already done a swatch video on these as well. These are the Kiss Proof Soft Lipstick. It's a liquid lipstick, but it's like a pencil, but it dries matte. It's incredible. These are actually really awesome. I gave one away actually because I had too many, and they're more than they're £1 each or 99p each, and they look like this. They look like a pencil, but then they're not. I think you do have to sharpen them though, and they dry instantly matte, and they're so comfortable. It doesn't feel like you've got lipstick on. They're not like they don't dry your lips out. I really like these. They really last a long time. Really, really pretty, and yeah, I love, love, love those. And then finally, the Me Now lipsticks. These are quite famous on YouTube, and I've got the colours 08, 22, 25 and 33. I had a few more, but I didn't really get on with them, especially the one that was duochrome. Made my lips hurt, so I tried to stick with the ones that I liked the most, and they look like this, and they also dry down to a matte. Oh, they smell nice. I love that they're these little test tubes. What it means is that you probably use all of them if you wanted to, and they come in such vibrant colours. I think there must be about 20 or 30 of these. They're really, really good. If you wanted to get your hands on some, I would try them. They don't, not all of them are the same formula. They don't all dry completely matte, which is a shame. Oh God. Which is a bit of a shame, because it would have been good if they did, but I don't mind. They do look really, really pretty on. So, and they're the ones that I reach for the most out of all of them. So I kept those. So that is in 4th place. In 3rd place, I've got them here with me. So it's the brush sets. And every single brush set I have bought from eBay has been incredible. So the first brush set I bought was was this one, which was it was about £8 something. I will link everything below. And it was wooden handle, and it was, they're called bamboo handles, and I think you get 15 in the set. You get a little tiny kabuki brush, get this really lovely fluffy one, which is great for blush. And my favourite brush of all time, did I actually bring it in with me? Oh, I thought I bought it with me, but oh yes, I did. This was my favourite brush of all time, and I may even get the set again just for this. This is an eyeshadow brush, and it's a very densely packed, tapered paddle brush. Incredible for packing on colour. This is one of the best brushes. The whole set cost about £8 or something. Again, I'll try and link down below. It might not be the seller that I had, but I'd definitely try and link it below. I then bought this set, which is the Jessup large powder brush. This is the large powder brush. The Jessup set, again, this was about 15, and they're ultra soft. I think these are so good. They really remind me of the Zoeva brushes. I've only got one set of eye brushes from Zoeva, and even they're slightly scratchy. These are incredible. Sorry about the lighting, the sun keeps going in and out. I love these. These are so, so good. If I was going to recommend any brush set from eBay, the Jessup 15 set, not the 10, I think this is the one that I would go for. The ones that have got large powder, the tapered face, the tapered highlight, which is a gorgeous brush. Just that set is incredible. And then I bought a couple of sets which were very, very cheap. Ones that had like a matte gold here, and then they were like duo fibre orange tips, which I really like. These are really good, and I tend to sort of pick them up. There's so many different ones in this set that I tend to pick it up for different things. And I also bought another bamboo set which housed this lovely, gorgeous, fluffy fan brush. It is honestly stunning. So soft. This is the softest brush I've ever felt in my whole entire life. Oh, I could sit here and do this all day. It's stunning. And it also housed, you know, a nice big powder brush, which I do use for powder. And I love that. And it also has, I don't know if I've popped it in here actually. Yes, I did. This little thin fan brush, which is excellent for highlight. It's so, so good. So I can't recommend these enough. Every single brush set that I bought from eBay, which I will link below, has been incredible, and they are my favourites. And I would not spend a fortune on brushes from here on in. Just definitely wouldn't. In second place is something I've sort of, well, only really started buying. I used to wear them a lot, but they're just so expensive. However, off eBay you can get packs of 5 and 10 for like 99p, and I tend to do a search for eyelashes, and then I put the price up to £1 and look for the ones that are in this sort of packaging. So I'll show you them. The first set that I bought was this set. Let me just open them up. They are 3/4 length ones, so they sort of just go at the edge. These are really, really pretty. They're quite wispy. They're exactly what I wanted. They go thicker at the ends. They go a bit longer at the ends. I really, really like these. So these are incredible. I've got an odd amount because I actually pulled one out by mistake quite harshly, and it didn't like it. And then I got this set, which is only 5 pairs, and actually the lashes are slightly too long. I had them on in a video recently. You can reuse them all actually, and I have done previously, but because I've got so many, I just sort of go, oh, well, if I haven't really put them away nicely, then that's my problem. But I might trim these down slightly because they are just, they're about 2 millimeters too long. But if I just took the same sort of amount off each one, I think that would work really well. Just get some scissors to it, and I think that would look really, really nice. And they were 99p for those. And then finally, I received them in the post yesterday actually, and I'm really looking forward to trying these, is a mixture set. The set's called F9. What is this set called, just in case? This is 038, if you were wondering what that set was called. This one is called F9, and I do believe they put them in that order. And this set is a variety set, so you get, you know, your crossover ones, the ones that have got thicker bits in the middle, just wispy lashes. Such a good array, but also look really natural as well, which is what I wanted. Some of them are straight across, some of them have got longer at the edges, like these ones here. I'm so excited to try these, and I will use them in some tutorials. They are all, the ones that I have anyway, are not human hair or, you know, they're all synthetic, but they're very, very soft and really, really nice. So I would highly recommend those. And that's number 2. And then in first place, we got there eventually, is this. And this is a photo booth. It's got 2 lights, one here, and in here, I'll just show you actually, is a tripod. If you've got a camera, I use my phone for mine, and this has changed my Instagram makeup game so much. So you get 2 lights, you get the booth, which when this opens out, it's the booth. I'm going to insert a picture actually now. Hopefully there's enough room now so that I can insert that picture. I hope I can insert pictures as well, so if I haven't, I'm really sorry. And then it all comes in this handy sort of carry case, which isn't very heavy at all, and the lights are really, really good. You also get 4 backgrounds, 1 black, 1 white, 1 red, 1 blue, and I'll just show you those now. Ooh. The white one I've got somewhere else, and they come in these little packets here, and that cost me it's £21 including delivery, but I think they're around £25. I think I managed to get a really good deal. So that is my number 1 eBay beauty bargain. Now I know that hasn't, it's a bargain as it's, I use it to up my Instagram beauty game, and I'll pop in some photos as well if I can, the sort of quality compared to what it used to be, and I'll show you my setup and everything. So that's it. Anyway, I am going to finish here, and I hope that you enjoyed Dyna's video. Head on over to her channel now, and if you can, give her video a thumbs up, subscribe, and also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you've joined me from Dyna's channel, welcome. She is so incredible. You already that are subscribed, I know that you guys love her. I just find her such a great personality, and I'm so incredibly pleased that she agreed to do this with me. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to take a little thumbnail for my video. I can't talk. In fact, I might hold a few bits up now, and I can get it at the end, can't I? Because I usually take it off the video. Although that's not going to work this time. I'll have to do it through here. So I'll take a little thumbnail, and I better go. I shall speak to you all soon. Take care now.